Looks like we are live. It looks like we're live. Are we live though? That's the question. Oh man. We had a pretty good rainstorm, so I apologize for starting like 45 minutes late. Minimize for a second and go to YouTube and just check it. It's still raining a tiny bit, but the direction we're heading, we're going to be going towards the clouds, like away from the big grouping clouds, I should say. So I think we'll be okay, but I mean, you can even see some clearance in the sky right now. There we go. Looks like we are live. Sup, Jasmine? Sup, Lee? How are you guys doing? Please don't spam the chat. Please and thank you. I know you're probably just wanting me to see you, but... hey, Parker, how are you doing? Over here. Looks like the chat's loading on here. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know how the audio is sounding. Is it sounding crisp? We'll wait for a couple seconds, let some people get in here. See if there'll be a couple more that come, maybe. Can you guys hear me in the chat though? Just put yes in the chat if you can hear me. Yes, okay, good. I'm doing all right. It rained pretty good, I gotta tell you, it rained hard. We saw a lot of hail, a lot of little BBs and pea-sized, and a few even that were closer to ping pong ball size. Rainstorm. It's pretty normal to get rain during CFD, Cheyenne Frontier Days, but it's been a while since it's rained this hard. Like besides this year, like this year it's been raining hard during CFD. At least in the last couple of years, I remember it doing more of a drizzle thingy, where it's a lot more of a calm rain, not flooding the roads anywhere near as much. And it's like this whole week there's been enough rain to flood the streets almost every day. So even today. We're starting out here by Kingsoopers, by the way, off of Dell Range Boulevard, and we'll work our way to the south part of town this time. I'm going forward, kind of. I'm gonna get on the sidewalk on the other side, and then I'll re-chat. I can beat him. There we go. Get up to Parkview, and then I'll glance at chat. Still raining a tiny bit where we're at, but it is chilling out. A few of you might have seen the community post I put out yesterday on the YouTube community tab, where I initially said that we were going to be in a different city today. If you were one of those people, I apologize for the miscommunication. It's going to be about a week from now, roughly. I'm not going to say what day yet, but you probably have a hint. I'll say that. But we'll do a stream outside of town. If you're in Longmont, let me know what places you'd like to see, for sure. Maybe do it on the community post so I can find you. Thank you, Lee. Sup, Standby News. Loveland, Colorado is getting a new blue federal credit union where First Tech Credit Union was. That's interesting. Blue's expanding their presence in Colorado lately. It seems like there's been some new stuff going on out there. All right, so I believe our first place is up here on the left. I think we looked at it in the last live stream, but only sort of. We looked at it from Chase Bank across the street from where we're at. And because of the rain, we didn't end up seeing it up close. So over here on the left, we got the old McIntyre Garden Center. and they demolished this thing out. I'm gonna get muddy if I go through there. The old McIntyre Garden Center, all that's left is the foundation, which is exactly what the permits said they would do. Leave the foundation in place and just knock everything down to the foundation. This part's a little more gravelly, that's better. So you can see where the building once stood. It caught fire either late last year or early this year. I can't remember which anymore, but they demolished it, so it's no more. What's up, Nightbot? It's actually working today. Oh man. There you go. And unfortunately, a few of you probably saw that. I was up for a good few hours before I realized, oh crap, it's next weekend when we're doing that. Or ish, not the weekend, but it's next week. Oh man. There's one night when Standby News was live on his channel, and we were over here just kind of taking a look at it because it was just not long after it caught fire, and we actually heard rustling, like somebody was in the trees back there right up ahead of you guys. So we ended up calling people to come check it out, make sure everything was okay. I think the person ended up running off after they realized we were calling them up, but you never know when somebody might be trying to start something. So yeah, wanted to play it safe. Don't want to have a second fire over here, but yeah, it's a goner. I love those exit signs there. Oop. We'll let him go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go back around one more time because there's a sign over there that I want a photo of. There we go. Yeah, I didn't expect the person to be there, but that's okay. I like to see more people riding bikes, so I'm not gonna complain. There we go. Take a look at those signs right there. Really old signs. It would have been for the parking lot. Right turn only and exit. And above that would have been their actual sign, I believe. One sec. Let's see how to do this. There you guys go. So right there would have been probably where the standalone McIntyre Auto or Garden Center sign would have been. A little detail I noticed on the door of the building around the time of the fire was that there's actually a logo for them on the door for McIntyre, and it just suddenly clicked right then and there that that's their logo. It's like it obviously was. It's an M. So that was kind of a plot twist. Kind of wanting to get over on the right side for First National Bank of Omaha. So I'm going to wait for this car and signal. Then we'll get on the sidewalk at the intersection. Oh man, they got even more signage up. So a little over a week ago, it was a week ago Thursday. In the night, I came out here by First National Bank of Omaha and saw that they had the standalone sign up that I was talking about in a recent video, I think the last update video that I did. And now they also got signage actually on the building itself. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. I'll take some fresh photos with the signage on it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, what's happening? There's going to be a Spirit Halloween at the Valdosta Mall where the Sears used to be, says Jasmine. Longmont is not getting a Spirit this year. Unless you've heard an official source, it would still be possible that later in the season they can add it. And even if it is an official source, they may still change their mind, but have to wait and see on that one. But right now, there definitely is not a Longmont one. That's for sure. I did hear from what I suspect is a fairly official source that Cheyenne is in fact only getting 2 Spirit Halloweens, but it is 2 Spirit Halloweens. We're going to go by the locations today, including the one in the thumbnail, and we'll get there. Don't worry. One of them's coming up here shortly. What is gone? Standby? What's gone? Oh, the building back there. Yeah, it's gone. It's a goner. Goner. Donner blitzing, Donner blitzing, Donner blitzing. Making a reference to a show there, because that's what that reminded me of, saying goner that way. But let's see. I don't think nope, they don't have the little enter and exit signs in yet. I don't think there's going to be a sign on this side of the building, but yeah, it's getting farther. I'm going to get an angle from over here real quick, and then we'll move on. Wow, maybe right here actually, because I don't want the whole front blocked by the trailer. And we'll get a photo of the other sign too. There we go. Opening 2 new Longmont locations. Is it Ziggy's? Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting, especially after hearing that one location closed. Did you ever find out what happened to that one location, Parker? Did you ever find out why it closed, or do you know? I think I remember you showing me the post to it. Somebody posted a picture on Facebook about it. Oops, we're gonna go through the grass. All right. Didn't mean to, but that's the way I end up going there. Muddy and wet. It is muddy and wet out here, that is for sure. I don't care. I'm going this way anyway. We'll be okay. I don't think anybody said anything, but I'm saying it anyway. Because why not? There we go. Got over the bumps. This one's a muddier one. All right, we're gonna go in the street for a second. There we go. Get a view over here of the Schwab Tire Care Center. Might as well, since we're over here. They're getting a little bit more of a move on, if I could talk. Looks like they got dirt inside of the foundation area, so it's leveled off pretty much. And they definitely got some stuff sitting on top there. Looks like What is that? Maybe some of the equipment for inside? I'm not sure. Could be construction equipment, I suppose. I actually am not sure on this one. Interesting. I shouldn't have stood in the dirt. Never found out, but oh, it's gonna get replaced by Wonderpress Juice Shop. Interesting. If that's in the area where I'm gonna be potentially looking, then might have to try and stop by. That would be an interesting one to see before it gets replaced. Hungry Howie's in Live Oak, Florida closed and replaced with Papa John's. Sounds like a local place, since I definitely have not heard of that name. But Papa John's, of course, I've heard of. We got that here. Definitely interesting. Good to know that it's replaced for sure. All right, next two places are up here on the right. So I think I showed this in one of the recent update videos. I don't remember which one, but the Take 5 oil change has gotten, I'm gonna go a little farther forward. Take 5 oil change has gotten their retaining wall in over there, up ahead where you guys are looking right now. And they've done some pretty good, well, in theory, pretty good grading. Hopefully it's good grading. They've definitely graded it out and markered the land. We'll go around the corner here and get a better view of that here in 1 second. And the other thing is that Sonic has done some repainting at both the locations here in Cheyenne. They went for more of a blue and white color scheme on the buildings, on the exterior with the paint, rather than the little more yellowy colors that they've gone for in the past. Especially on the building, looking especially on the building. Although they might have done some repainting on the poles too, I'm not sure on this one. I guess I hadn't paid enough attention to that little detail. There we go. And get out of my glove. There you go. All right, let's go around the corner and get a view of this as well. Let's see, what would be a better spot? Maybe over here. Maybe over here. Ugh, I hate this part. Okay, there we go. There's a good view. Really good view. It's gonna be crazy to think that Take 5 oil change will be standing here soon. There we go. Yeah, they really should put a sidewalk in here though. They really should. It'd make it easier for people walking and biking to go between the various businesses over here. There's clearly interest for it too, because there's like a dirt path put there before where people walked all the time. And I think the next place is a little farther down. I'm going to check my list to make sure we're not missing anything. But I think it's farther down where the next one is. Continuing west on Del Range Boulevard, of course. Longmont Sonic already got repainted. Yep, I saw that. I saw that in the street view, actually. Are you going to Menards in the stream? Probably not. There's not anything particularly new happening up there. Let's see. You're not hardly late, my guy. We just barely got started. We're going to be going for a while still. So no worries, Brian. What's up, dude, though? How are you doing? Okay. Let's see. Let me look at my list to make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. Yep, next place is down the road. All right. Sweet. I was remembering correctly. Where is this person going? All right, we're going to go this way. Heck it. It's going to try and save a little distance, but the person kind of there was messing on their phone, honestly. Phone or something. It looked like a phone. I'm not sure if it was, but looked like it. So I ended up blocking the sidewalk and I couldn't go. So I'm going to go this way. Hopefully no traffic there. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I do like that they put a little side road thingy here for Panera and Verizon. Makes it easier to avoid the road if I want to, especially on a bike, but also in a car if I happen to be going through the lots like that. Vroom. A little bit bumpy pavement for a second, so hang tight. We'll get off of it soon. Yeah. Freak the hell out of cars here for a second. There we go. This person's not going to be able to see me. I'm in their blind spot, not now, but I was, because I couldn't see them. All right, next place is right over here on the right, next to Metro by T-Mobile. I forget what was here before, actually. I'm just totally spacing it right now. It occupied both the T-Mobile and this other space, which is currently being worked on. It's supposed to be an office space, though. Don't know what exactly it's going to be called. I'll get a little better view for you guys. 1 second. Let's go up here and get a little wider angle. There we go. Oh man, that's fun. Is there an abandoned Big 5 in Longmont? Okay, I'm gonna have to try and remember to look that one up. That would be an interesting one to see. You don't see those every day either. 1 second, guys. Let's see. Pretty good, got a new puppy. Cool. That's pretty cool. Hopefully your new puppy is doing good-o. I didn't see where this guy went, if he went in the office or if he went somewhere else, but either way, the space though in front of us is supposed to be a new office space of sorts. I did see in the plans there's supposed to be like a reception area in the front. They're going to put a new section for an office right behind the reception area, and then pretty much everything else, including the existing office space, is going to remain the same. Yeah, I don't know. I forget what was here before. It's been a minute since I covered this, and it was in a short, so shorts are unfortunately less meaningful to me, so I don't remember what it was. Not off the top of my head anyway, before Metro was here. Take a photo of it though. Which, by the way, I have since made pretty much all my shorts private. Aside from a couple, I'm trying to keep the ones that I used in the news articles. I'm trying to leave them public at least, so that way you can always view those for reference. But for the most part, if I don't have to have them in there. I'm trying to avoid having them in the public anymore, just because I don't think shorts are the way to go. They drain your mental capacity if you use it like a TikTok. Personally, I find I use it a little more like a traditional YouTube anyway, but if I'm going to view shorts, but I don't care for shorts so much. I really don't. And unfortunately, they're becoming increasingly more like TikTok, where there's a lot of mind-numbing garbage. So, yeah, what can you do? YouTube wants to be TikTok apparently, and TikTok apparently wants to be YouTube. So I don't know what to say. I should have gotten in the road, and I didn't. So now I'm gonna have to go off the curb. Darn it. Okay. Looks like one car. Maybe I'll go on the other side so that way it looks like he's turning left anyway. So we just gotta worry about traffic from this direction now, maybe. And one more car this way. Now they're going that way. There we go. Okay. There we go. Then I'll stop for just a second, take a quick look at chat because I probably missed something. 2 cats. Cool, Jasmine. Chewing on everything, of course. That's what puppies do, right? Thank you, Parker. That's correct. That's 100% correct. AAA Insurance. I've 100% forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, that's 100% right. I remember now. Oh, man. Yep. That's right. So that used to be the Metro by T-Mobile and that office space thing that we saw. They subdivided the tenant, so now there's an A and a B to that address number. In addition to the Cold Stone, which I believe has no, it has no letter assigned to it. It's just the number. I wonder how often Metro by T-Mobile's mail or gets put into Cold Stone's mailbox, or the vice versa. They're side by side, so they can at least take care of it, but I do wonder. All right. And we're gonna have to go straight. This person behind me has to stop, which is helpful for me. There's no traffic whatsoever. I'm going. Wally World. Nothing new with Wally World, just said it. Whew. Get some water. Looks like that might be the end of the rain though for the day. You can see it for yourself. I definitely don't see much in the way of clouds back that way. Not rain clouds. We'll go this way. Confuse the heck out of this guy. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. Woohoo! Pulling the carts. All right. Vroom. There's a YouTuber I watch that has 3 cats. And they often sit on his chair when he's doing live streams. Ranting about rate to repair and plenty of other things. Well, at least he does, while the cats sit on the chair. But I imagine if the cats could talk, they would rant about it too. Kind of need to click up a gear. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. It got switched. Feels like it. Turn left. Whoa. Foot slipped slightly. Since we're over here, figured we might as well take a quick pass by Barnes & Noble. Soon to be anyway. It's going to be the new location for Cheyenne, since I don't have the old one. They've been working on it for a little while now. It's not a lot to see because the banners are up, but that's okay. That is okay. I think it's pretty much a meme in Cheyenne that Barnes & Noble and Natural Grocers have literally swapped spaces. Quite literally. But it is good to see them coming back. There's a lot of people in Cheyenne that at the end of the day, they want a good bookstore out in this part of town. So, yeah. We're gonna weave around and grab a quick photo since we're over here. Bump, bump. There we go. He's got to chew on everything, man. Hopefully the chat isn't frozen. I think it's working. If you guys are just watching, that's all good and dandy, but sometimes my app doesn't like to show me chats. So sometimes it worries me a little bit there. Usually it does pretty good, but once in a while it does freeze up, and then I have to open up YouTube to re-chat, and it stinks when that happens, but hopefully it is just that you guys are enjoying, which is okay. As long as you guys are enjoying, I'm happy. Maybe I will glance at YouTube chat after this next spot. So, last live stream we were over here, we passed by Bed Bath & Beyond since we were in the area. I think somebody wanted to see it, so we ended up just going ahead and taking a look at it. But last time I didn't know that what know stuff that's now known to me this time. So over, what was it? July 24th to 26th, somewhere in that area, they added this location to the Spirit Halloween website. So this is going to be one of the Bed Bath & Beyonds here in Cheyenne. Or I'm sorry, one of the Spirit Halloweens here in Cheyenne. This will be 2 locations. As far as I recall, I don't remember that happening before. Usually, there's pretty much always been one, as long as I can remember, but I don't recall a year where there were 2. So this is a plot twist. Oh, you know what? They put little orange spots on those nubbies. They actually did a little thing right. Maybe Spirit Halloween did that. Show you guys a quick peek. They haven't done anything yet. Yeah, oops, 1 second, guys. And gotta figure out how to do this. Yeah, get off of there. There we go. Alright. There you guys go. That's a better view than last time. You can still see a gift card thing there. I see it kind of did freeze up, actually. Alright, I'll have to read the chat. It kind of froze. It didn't totally freeze. It just didn't scroll for some reason. Right there's going to be about the best look, though, inside of here, so I'm going to call that good, I suppose. And wrap the wire back around. And I'll look at chat. cats are fluffy. They kind of are. They kind of are. I'll give you that. I give you that. The former lamplighter cleaners in 17th is now a Mexican grocery store. That's a plot twist. Different thing to take over a laundromat kind of thing, I'm guessing that was. Don't need rain anyway. We all could kind of use more rain. It's been pretty drought-like for years and years and years, basically my whole life. But simultaneously, it can get a little annoying when it rains at the worst possible time, which I swear it does it every afternoon at the worst possible time. But I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. Yep, I saw that Loveland's getting a Natural Grocers. I stumbled across that. Supposed to be downtown. I couldn't quite identify where. I know of the intersection, but I couldn't figure out which of those 4 corners they were talking about, just because there's not really new satellite view. I'll show you guys this real quick, though. I don't know if Spirit Halloween did this or what, but look at that. They actually put orange spots around those little nubbies from the cart corral that was here before. So that's a step in the right direction. It'd be nice if they sawed them off or something, so that way they're not as much of a nuisance, but at least they're marked so you can see them easier. That was a big thing before, because before you would trip on them, you know, like you wouldn't even see them until you already tripped on them unless you were watching for them or knew there was a cart corral there. But even if you knew the cart corral was there, you might still trip on them. So it's like, it's good they did something. It's good they did something. I don't know if Spirit would have done that or if maybe the owner of the property did that. But whoever did, they get a big thumbs up from me for at least doing something about it. It'll be even better when they get to cut off or something, so that way it's not a trip hazard at all. But again, step in the right direction, so I'll give it that. There we go. A couple of quick photos of Bed Bath & Beyond. I took a bunch of photos the other day when I was doing the article for Spirit Halloween Cheyenne, so I don't need that much, but yeah. I think the next place is kind of, we're going to take a look at it from over here, but it's going to be that school. Let's see. Yeah, we did BNN. I didn't write that down, but yeah, I'm going to go by that real quick and then we'll go on to the next thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Freddy's has been staying busy, but I did finally get to go to the Cheyenne one for the first time, which would be, I want to say it was my 3rd time of going to Freddy's, and well, they did our order right. Tasted good, so I'm not going to complain. Burgers tasted better than I remember them, so yeah, I'm not going to complain at all, not one damn bit. As long as they're getting paid reasonably and they keep making food the right way, I have no complaints. But yeah, that was just, it was busy too when we went. It was busy, busy, busy. The line was all the way out into the lot like it is, well, not right now, but it often will get. It'll be all the way out into this main road where we're riding right now for Lowe's. Ow, that was a bad bump. But it'll get pretty long, and that's for the drive-thru alone, and then inside it was pretty packed too. Only a few tables that open, so yeah. I feel like maybe a tad less busy than I anticipated, but way more busy than, way busy enough to be busy, if that even makes sense. I can't stop. There we go. Finally stopped. I think my brakes are wet. All right. Over here is probably going to be our best bet for seeing this. And I don't know how well it's going to work with the grass being so long, but we'll try. We'll try. Maybe I'll try right here. I guess I could just pop the phone off and walk up to it. My bike is so dirty from riding yesterday, or Wednesday, I mean. Ended up raining the whole afternoon pretty much, and I ended up being covered in dirt on the back of my shirt from running through the water and everything. Oop, don't want to do that. Get off there. There we go. Alright, let's go right up to the fence and we'll zoom in. So apologize, it's a little shaky. I can't help that when we're zoomed in, but you can see Coyote Ridge Elementary out there. It's daylight, you can see it pretty good. Besides me shaking, I can't help that. It's because we're zoomed in so much. And also because there's no stabilization on the live stream. Did Loveland used to have a Long John Silver's? It did. Yeah, over in front of Kmart. It's still there, except not Long John Silver's anymore. And I should have wrapped it around again. There we go. Oh, that's all right, we'll do it now. Oh, no, not on the ground. I don't want my glove wet. Damn it. Well, now my glove is damp. That's lovely. I need a new pair of gloves so bad. I need to find some good cotton ones. It's hard to find cotton gloves anymore. So many of them have polyester, and I don't want polyester in my gloves. Alright. I'm gonna have to be careful because now my feet are wet. Let's see, who else did I try? I tried Blend Z. I don't know if, I think they say Blend Z. I initially was calling it Blends, but I think they say Blend Z. The Blend Z Wellness Bar over on Evans, the first day they were here, and tried a smoothie, and it's actually pretty good. Definitely a different flavor than what you might get at, say, Starbucks. Starbucks is way sweeter, but it makes sense that theirs would be more health oriented, since that's kind of their goal. But still tasted good though. Definitely could go there again. I can't stop again. I think my brakes are wet. I think that's my issue. Maybe I'll do a little UE thingy. I don't know. And again, there's still traffic coming. Well, what's changing anyway? We'll be all right. There we go. Boom. I'll look at chat again. Spirit Halloween. Yep, it's going to be in the Big Lots over there. Yep, it is. I did already notice that. Pretty interesting. I guess it makes sense. It's same area and it's a bigger store than the Pier 1. So, yeah, I'm not judging them for that. That's a good choice, I think. Interesting, I noticed some of the locations listed on the website. It looks like they're starting to say if they are gonna just be like a costumes only store. At some point I saw, I think, a screenshot of one out east somewhere that literally was marked that way to indicate that it was going to be just the costumes and stuff, not the whole animatronics and all that setup, which is interesting. I don't know if they've done that before. I guess I hadn't needed to pay attention to that before. I think the flagship store opened, not necessarily a bad thing, just really a lot of people that will line up super early. It's kind of interesting how that works. There we go. I should have taken a photo of the school, darn it. Oh wow. It's not an urgency, but it is cool to have the progress photos. photos or video, for that matter. But yeah, let me climb up this hill. It's a little gnarly. Not too bad, just a little bit. The worst part is probably the traffic passing me at 40 to 50 miles an hour, but that's besides the point. There we go. Come on, bike. Almost there. There we go. We made it. That was steeper a little bit, but not too bad. There's way steeper hills like than that in Cheyenne, but it's still a little steep. A little bit. Ooh, man. Lots of water. I don't know. I don't know how I'd, if I were in the position of other people, I don't know how I'd feel about that. I don't know if I'd feel offended or not, or if I just see it as kind of funny. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say earlier when we were at FNBO, First National Bank of Omaha. So I've noticed that lately, we're gonna have to go on the road or something here. But I've noticed that lately, the First National Bank's been doing stuff around the community already, to where they are already part of the Frontier Day stuff. They got their sign up and everything over there. So they're kind of part of it. I saw Blue over there. Blue's always there. There's usually quite a few others over there. Albertsons Safeway will have their sign up. All the chains kind of seem to do some kind of sponsoring of it. Yep, the old Party City. Spearing Castle Rock was a costumes and accessories store, says Parker. Yep, I did see her comment earlier about the Sears one, Jasmine. I'll move so that way this guy can turn right. We've had in our Sears here in Cheyenne once before. I filmed it, but didn't upload the video until quite a bit after I got like fully into Octopolis brand. So there's that. We're gonna be able to go on the road, thank goodness. There's a thin chance that we won't be able to use the underpass because of the rain. It might be flooded. We'll find out, but it might be. There it is. We'll find out. We'll find out if it's flooded or not. Now we're on Yellowstone, just before it turns into Central, headed south. Gonna try and wiggle our way through the Lions Park. We'll see what it looks like when we get there. Come on, underpass, don't be flooded. And that's not bad at all. A few little puddles, no big deal. That's a good thing. Okay. North Link. Almost would go on that dirt path back there, but it's muddy. I don't need the mud on my tires or to get stuck in it or anything. But that's all right. It's only a little bit further to do what we just did to avoid it. Remember right, Frontier Days is right around the corner from coming to a close. This is way more peaceful than going on the road. It's not the worst to go on Central, but that part of Central is a little bit iffy. The traffic is 40 miles an hour limit, which with the width of the road, people will easily go up to 50 there. Hopefully this stream doesn't, that's a little nerve-wracking. This is a narrow bridge, Jesus. Hopefully this stream doesn't cut out or anything like that. You know, sometimes it can be iffy in the park area for connection quality. I think there's a little pathway over here that's kind of people there and I don't want to bother them. All right, screw it, we'll just go this way. It's all right. Hey, squirrels. There's 3 of them, all lined up to go up the tree. All right. Hi, car. Standby News did do a live stream inside of Frontier Days on Wednesday night, by the way. That video is public, so you can go check it out for yourself if you want to see a little bit more about what it looks like in there. I was there with him, so got to see it with my own eyes, and sorry for the bumps. This road's a mess over here. We'll be on sidewalk right now. There we go. That should be smooth. Smoother anyway. Oh, wow. They're doing traffic directing right now. Ow. Guess she's waving at me, I don't know. All right. There we go. Kind of need to get behind traffic here. That's tough. All right, we'll go. This is kind of tough. All right, let's go over this way. Hopefully I didn't get any goat heads going through the gravel there. The rodeo must have just got out. So we're gonna have to weave around the traffic somehow. This ought to be fun. Gonna pass on your guys left. Man, this is gonna be hard.
You're welcome.
We'll wait for these guys and maybe we'll be able to go. I'm wanting to go that way. Okay. There we go. That works. All right, you guys may or may not lose connection for a minute here. May or may not lag for you guys because I'm in a bad part where the internet's bad. I'll try, but can't promise it. Hang tight if it is lagging. Hopefully it's not, but yeah. Gonna go this way. Really weird intersections over here. And I'll check my battery percentage here in a minute. Yeah, we're good. Snyder's where we want to be anyway. Go ahead, car. There you go. Hop on the sidewalk for a minute. Do got another little topic Frontier Days wise to talk about, which I'll talk about in a second once we get up the road a little farther. And this is gonna be fun. We got a tree that's right in my way. There we go. All right. Well, I've talked about Moody's Rock Stop before. The other night at CFD, the mayor gave Ivan Moody, the owner of the Rock Stop, and also Sierra Coral outpatient treatment facility for stuff like disorders and addictions and stuff like that. He was at Cheyenne Frontier Days the other night on Wednesday when me and Standby News were there. It was him and Papa Roach who were on the stage making some very cool tunes. Oops, scuffed my shoe right on the ground. That's good. But I do believe it is open. I do believe it is open right now. I'm gonna look at live chat and check my phone percentage. 8%. Okay, good timing. Good timing. I need to plug in my phone. Let's see. Cord. I'll read chat again here in 1 second once I get this plugged in. Make sure I get underneath this cord because I don't want to interfere. And I can't see. Okay, I am plugging it in the wrong way. All right, darn it. Maybe I can do it like this. Like this. If the bike would quit moving forward too, that would be nice. Yeah, that should be the right way. There we go. 5%. That's good. Good timing. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to completely rebrand away from Bank of the West or if they're going to do something like they did with Perrybus and have the Perrybus name in the name. I don't know. We will be taking a look at the Lincolnway one today, which has since the video I did, they have since put up banners on their sign as well, similar to the Dell Range one. So I'm glad I photoed that location when I did, the Lincolnway one that is, because otherwise I would have missed out on the Bank of the West Perrybus signage. It's not how it looks anymore. It has Bank of the West, but it also has the BMO branding on it. So, yeah, I'm glad I did that when I did. Super glad. And we'll go out here to avoid him. I don't see traffic. There was a crash here the other day, right on the left side of the road. There is a video on Standby News channel of that. There's a 3-car accident involving a Jeep Patriot and a couple of other vehicles. Pretty sure it's a 3-car anyway, it looked like it. There we go. And I think the next road I need to go to is 24th. I'm gonna double check on my notes real quick. Jesus, bro, go ahead. We're in that much of a hurry. And we'll go this way. There we go. Man, you got so far ahead, only to turn right and have to wait for me. Bruh. You literally would have been better off just waiting for me. Oh my God. God, I love people. Oh man. It's like, seriously? You couldn't have just waited for me? It literally would have been faster if you waited for me. Because you kind of slowed down a little bit, but then you sped up to swerve around, and then you have to stop and wait for me. So it's like, you just wasted so much gas and so much time. Like if you waited for me, you just slowed down so that way I could get into the lane for a moment. You wouldn't have had to wait for me anywhere near as long. Oh man. They obviously were not thinking that through. Yeah, well, at least they waited. I'd rather them wait for me getting across the sidewalk than hit me. But it is kind of funny that they didn't really think that through, perhaps as well as it probably could have, you know. It's like, seriously. It's funny to me. It's actually funny to me, it really is. It's stupid, but it's funny to think about. That kid's looking at a fire hydrant, when she says it'll let out water, he makes it sound like water coming out of a faucet, kind of. which is actually not too far off from what it would actually sound like, but probably noisier than a faucet, but. Vroom. And I think we're coming up on our turn. I'll read chat real quick before I do go any farther, once I get up into the shade. We're on Snyder, headed southbound still. We'll be heading just a little farther west here in a moment. Urch! No, not all people do, unfortunately. 3 Elevations credit unions, they're popping up everywhere, aren't they? Because I know there's one over in Westminster over by the Hoo-Ha Mongolian Grill. Over by the H&M that I filmed as Spirit, I believe last year. Or was it year before? Might have been year before. It's been a while. Alright. We're gonna take a right. This is 24th. We're headed. Ow. Had a little pain in my butt. That's nice. In seriousness, gonna head over to. Whoa, what was that? I swear my bike chain is loose. My gear chain. Because I feel like it just kind of jumped over a tooth or something. That was janky. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to go with a different brand of chain. I lost my train of thought. Oh well, that's okay. I think I was talking about we were heading west on 24th, headed over towards Westland Drive for a moment. There was a fire here yesterday, which Standby News caught a little bit of, and he also got a video clip of an explosion that happened. It turns out that there was actually someone who set it off, who actually did cause it, and he did get charged, I do believe. I believe he was. He was arrested. There were the photos of him in the suit that you'd wear in jail or prison or whatever. Oh man, that's a mess. Wow. All right, we're gonna need to cross the street. We'll go around the corner and come back. One second, guys. Going around the Enterprise building real quick. Guess it's possible I might have accidentally been holding down one of my shifters a little bit. That could have caused it. Because I kind of have my hands in a weird spot at the moment. Not the perfect spot for the handlebars. I was having my hands on the shifter, so that could be. I don't know. If it does it again, then I'll be concerned. But yeah, wow, that's toasty. That is toasty. Man, so this is security storage over off of Westland and Missile and 24th. Missile Drive, 24th Street and Westland Road. Man, I smell it. I do smell it. Man, that's toasty. That is toasty. I definitely smell like the smoky, burnt smell from it. And this person's, okay, they're waiting good. Oh yeah, I guess sidewalk does go around this a little bit. It ends though right here. It's kind of annoying, but oh well. Here we go. Yep, I know. Over by Hoo Hot. That's what I was thinking of. You got it. Okay. Go to the Italian twist. Put that in a comment and I'll make sure I add it. I gotta go through all the list of things that are in the request now and make sure that they are all added. There's some that I've already added and there's some that I haven't, so I have to go through it, make sure everything's in there. It's all right though, we got time. That got toasty though. That got really toasty. Yeah, he live streamed his little thing of being here on the scene, and then a little later in the day he uploaded a about 20-second clip of an explosion that happened in there. So there's that. All right, we're on Missile Drive. We're headed kind of south and east now. I want to get over this bridge because it's narrow and there's nowhere for me to really ride besides in the lane, and I hate that, especially here where I think it's 40 or 45 speed limit. I don't necessarily hate riding in the lane, but when the traffic has a speed that's going to be faster than I can keep up, screw that. I don't like that. I'd almost go the long way, but trying to save on the distance a little bit. I like to turn left. Go. Ow, bad bump. Vroom, going through Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Any day I'd rather a MLK Jr. Park than a Parkway or something like that where you got a huge ass boulevard. But I think this is a little bit better of a memorial than something like that. I want to say a City Nerd that did a video about that. I don't know if it's City Nerd or one of the other urbanists that I watch. And a little bit more outside of my field for this channel, but still very interesting content. It kind of makes you have a realization just how much of an issue the car centricity is in the terms of retail. It certainly, to me anyway, I feel like it explains why there's so many freaking potholes. Like the city does, here our city does do what they can to fix them, but I mean, there's so many potholes that they can't even really have someone going out and looking. You actually have to have people, you know, the normal people using the roads to report it. More so than anything, just because there's too many potholes to keep up with. As far as I understand it anyway. Let's see, what was next? I think we actually need to backtrack a block. I don't know, we'll do this first. I remember what's next, but we'll do this first and then we'll backtrack. The irony is that it also makes it harder to do the Greenway stuff, because I've heard from people that are directly involved with the Greenway that would be very hard to install lights on it just because it'd be so dang expensive. And with having to maintain everything else, I could see where that would be hard. All right. Oh, we'll do the one on the right first and then do the other one. Yeah. All right. First two places I wanted to look at right here in this spot. We got Bridal Boutique. This is no longer Bridal Boutique from what I'm seeing. I saw some on Facebook about it, and it's even been put onto Google Maps. This is supposed to be Miss Aria's Formal Boutique instead of the Bridal Boutique, which looks like there is a coming soon sign there for Aria's. Aria's? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. I'm probably butchering it, but I'm trying. There we go. Get one more wide shot. There we go. Look at chat real quick before we move. 7%, it's charging, yay. Francis Street townhouses in Longmont got caught on fire. Yeah, stuff happens like that, it does. Stinks. I guess in that one respect, that happens to be a downside of the multifamily stuff, doesn't it? Never know if someone might have something happen that will cause the whole thing to go up in flames, and oh man, that would suck. Happens to be a downside to that. Let's see, what way do I want to go? I kind of want to backtrack just a little bit. Go back around the block. I think I will. Oops, sorry car. Didn't see you there. Has to stop anyway, but there we go. Oh well, that's still nothing like what that car did to me the other night. About a week ago now. It's during Frontier Days. Maybe not a full week ago, maybe a few days ago. All right, wow, it's getting farther. It's over here at the Cheyenne Children's Museum. They got, well, it looks like walling going up on the building now. Let me get a better angle. There you go. Look at that. All kinds of walling on that thing. That's looking good. I do like that they're not going with a overly boxy, like it's still a little bit boxy because they're going with a modern vibe, but it's nowhere near as boxy as some of the fast food joints are these days, so I do like that. Okay, I don't see any traffic. We'll get a little bit different view from over here. Right now we're headed east on 17th, West 17th Street. Stopping off at O'Neill. Just a second to admire the building. It's definitely looking pretty good, I think, so far. Yeah, it doesn't look like chat's frozen this time. Good. Good, good. I think I want to go this way since we're here. Again, double check I'm not missing anything, but I don't think I am. Let's see. That's still a little ways away. Yep, that looks like that's the next thing, which is down here. All right. Nice. All right, we're heading into downtown now. Yeah, it's green and there's no traffic behind me, so we're okay. There we go. Appreciate that person waiting for me for a minute, make sure I wasn't gonna go. Don't you pass me, you're not gonna pass me, not happening. It's 20-mile-an-hour limit and you're gonna have to wait anyway, so you're not gonna pass me. Not happening, man. Not gonna let it happen. If you want to pass me, go down to the next block. All right, oops, shoot, that was it. All right, I'll do this. I'm gonna cheat just a little bit. And after this guy goes, I think I might be able to get across the street. There we go. All right, so the next place on the list is Crooked Cup, which is now the Cheyenne Cup. Crooked Cup coffee is was what was in this space before, as well as the over in the, what is it? Oh, I'm at, it'll come to me. Come on, it's over in the courthouse. There it is. So they have a location here and in the courthouse. They're now called the Cheyenne Cup. It used to be the Crooked Cup though, and they used to have a location in Colorado, location or two. I don't remember exactly, it's been a minute since I looked into it. But they recently rebranded. I think it's just over the last month that they did this. So yeah, they are not in Colorado anymore. They're focusing completely on Cheyenne, which in my opinion is probably a good thing. Go on this side, avoid people. Sorry for any lag you guys might be having. I should take a photo of that. I just realized I didn't take a photo. Crap. Okay. We'll go back for a minute. This I do want a photo of because I don't have any photos of it, unfortunately, yet. I will now, but I don't yet. There we go. Get a good close-up of their sign or their text. We'll get a wider shot of the store. There we go. Taking a few photos. We'll get an angle from over there, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of people and cars in the way of the shot over here, so I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah. Have to do it another time. That's okay. Go this way. They really need to have bike lanes that go two ways on these roads. Because technically I can't ride in the road, but I also can't technically ride on the sidewalk, so it's like, how am I supposed to do it unless I go all the way around, which is redundant and just gonna add to the length of distance and time I gotta go. Oh wow, I didn't realize they were gonna be doing more stuff today, but they are. Wow. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. It's a warm day. Just idle. This is more packed on this block than it was the last time I was over here. So got a whole bunch of food trucks, including Mile High Fries and Los Conejos, both of which I've tried. Today is Friday, so I think it's the Friday night on Plaza, so that's probably part of why it's all here. This is over on 15th Street by the old Union Pacific Depot. Off of East Lincolnway and West Lincolnway, that area.
1, 2, Victor. 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right, now we can speed up. So this is 15th. We're crossing right over into East 15th right now. The next place is going to be up here on 15th, so that works well for me. Quite a bit of 15th Street was closed on Wednesday for Cheyenne Day. Cheyenne Day is always on the Wednesday of CFD. They were having like one huge road party, more like street party, something like that. And then over by Blacktooth Brewery, there was kind of a block party thing going on too. It is more spread out when it was Wednesday. It wasn't just that one block that everything was on, but yeah. Blocked to cars. S&S Builders. Next place is up here on the right. It's a Habitat for Humanity restore. They've recently been doing some painting on the Bay areas out here. I don't know if they're going to do more painting or if they're just doing the It looks like they might do more. I don't know. They kind of have done some circles and stuff, an interesting pattern thing. I don't know if they're going to do more painting than this on this or not. Hey, Tanyan, I think I see you in there. Yep, how are you doing, Tanyan? Sup, restored data? I'll make sure it's in there. I did look at it. I obviously highlighted on my Instagram. Hopefully you are having a good day, Tanyan, and restored data. Says, I'd love to get back into bike riding again, but bike infrastructure is still crap in some cities and large towns. I totally agree. 100% agree on the lack of infrastructure, for sure. I don't blame you. I was there on Cheyenne Day, mostly in the carnival area. So you mean over at the CFD then? Have you tried Voodoo Donut? I have not. And I forget where that is. If that's in Longmont, then I haven't been to Longmont since last year. Admittedly, unfortunately, a lot of places I haven't gone to since last year because of chaos happening, and I've kind of touched on it before in a past live stream. I think you were there actually too, Parker, so I think you know what I'm talking about, at least a little bit, have some idea of it. It's a lot of stuff that I'd love to share, but it's just too deeply freaking personal. It really is. But yeah, it's harder to get out of town. It's somewhat possible, which I'm glad. It's just harder to get out of town than it used to be overall as a whole. Yeah. There's a chance you may have already seen some of the urbanist channels on restored data, though, on the topic of bike infrastructure. Maybe, I don't know if you have, but maybe, since that's obviously an interest area for you too. One of the channels I watch a bit is not just bikes. Another one, what's another one? City Beautiful, City Nerd I mentioned earlier. So quite a few of them. Yet another urbanist channel. Who recently went to Oregon because he is sick of not having any infrastructure hardly at all. Man, that's full. Did you see that? Oh man, let's turn around. Look how full this pond of water is. Look at that. That's easily a foot deep in some of the deepest spots. 6 inches a foot for sure. Man, that's from the rain today. Most of it probably. Some of it might be from yesterday or day before, but I'm willing to bet you a good amount of that's from the rain today. It is raining cats and dogs. As I said earlier in the live stream, there was a good amount of hail, and some of the hail was up to close to pinball size. Or ping pong ball size, sorry. A lot of little beads and peas, quite a few marbles, and definitely some that were closer to ping pongs. I got a photo of it too. Debating on if I want to pull it up on the stream. I can. Maybe I will. I'm gonna go before he goes. It's clearly waiting for me. Vroom. A little bit of wind. I'll look at chat once I get to the stoplight. Kind of want to go. Is it going to change? No, it's not. Nice timing. All right, we'll stop in the shade. So now we're on Logan, facing north. Just came off of eastbound Nationway. Last week I went for a 16-mile bike ride, which was supposed to be at 20 miles, but I fell down once. Ugly road rash on forearm and knee. Went back to the start point on then ate an Explorer around Fox Park Camp. Man, you had an adventure, man. Not a bad ride at all. I think the Google Maps puts the length of today's ride about 11-ish miles. Just for the stream alone. And if I go out tonight, I'll probably come closer to 30 today. We'll see. I don't know if Standby News is going to be able to do a live stream tonight. We'll see. But if he does and he wants to bike it, then we'll go bike it. I know he wants to get on his bike again. He's been wanting to since he had his surgery. Let me go back up in the chat again because I missed a couple of chats. Oops, I didn't want to. Okay, it didn't, thank goodness. Stop jumping on me. Let's see, I can add the Reeds restaurant. All right, sounds good. Yeah, comment on one of the posts and I'll definitely make sure I add it. I was there on Cheyenne Day, mostly in the carnival area. I saw that part. Closest one is in Boulder. Are you meaning the cities that are a little more bike friendly? Question mark, I'm not sure. That would hurt. That would hurt. I have been in crashes before. Bike and scooter both, although scooter I think is still worse. Apparently the pink was against city code or something, and they painted neutral gray. Needs to rain tacos. I'm confused what you guys are talking about. I missed something clearly. I missed something. Was it about the donuts place? That'll be cool to see. That's all good. I get it. I make typos too often, so I get you. Yep, Twitter did change its name to X. It's no longer Twitter. I pretty much quit using Twitter since long before Elon Musk took over. Long before he even took over. And it's just because even before that point, I'd never used it that much anyway. Like occasionally I might still look at it for research purposes, but that's about it. I really don't use Twitter too much. I just never cared for it. Even as a gamer, I didn't use it a whole heck of a lot. Let's see. Isn't this? Ah, there it is. Ah, wow. All right. Okay, so this is the next place. I'm gonna do a little U-ey. This is over on the corner of Huger Avenue and East 11th Street. Sit in the shade for a minute while we do this. Oh, what is this place called again? One sec, I got this. I got it. Just got to open up to it. Oh yeah, so this is the All-Star Pet Grooming. They temporarily moved literally just down the street from here. They're set to do a huge rebuild project here to probably just have a better facility for grooming pets, obviously. Glad I got here before they demolished it. It's a shame that there's probably going to be some kind of requirements for at least a chunk of parking, which there already kind of is a little bit of parking here, but shame that they'll have to work that in, because otherwise they could have a huge facility they didn't have to worry about parking requirements at all. I didn't look. I actually didn't think to look to see if they maybe have it set to zone as like mixed use business or something like that, to where they have less of a parking requirement. But yeah, they moved right up ahead of us though, right there, right in front of us. Can't miss it. And I don't know what that guy was doing. Kind of creepy in a way. He's asking, where am I going? And it's like, none of your business, bro. It's too bad the whites are going to be blown out a little bit. It's too sunny for it. For the photo, I mean. There we go. I don't know where he went either. That was creepy. I believe it was. I'm sure it was. At one point, I'd be more than willing to bet it was a house at one point. There we go. Go something like this. Hold on a minute. Where is this person going? I think they might be turning left. Yeah, they are. This is a tough intersection. I'm going to try and get closer to this place. The new one, I don't think that was a house, as far as I know. It might have been too, actually, though. It kind of has that shape to it, but I don't know. That one's hard to say. I know one of these two buildings right here that's on this block used to be Cheyenne's In-N-Out, but it's not the In-N-Out burger that y'all are thinking of. It was actually a private chain. It kind of came back in a food truck thing called Cruisin' Through, but they closed that not too long ago too. Okay, here we go. Get a little closer to the building. I don't remember which of these two it was, but I think it was one of these two that used to be the Cruisin' or the In-N-Out. They had to let go of their name because of the trademark, if I remember right. There we go. This is a better image, maybe, kind of. It says since 1970 on their sign, so I wonder if they were located in that house building back that way for all this time or not. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Let's see, Camp Bell. I'm gonna go a couple blocks north, and then we'll continue east. Ow. A little bit bumpy there. There's a couple things on South Greeley I wouldn't mind catching, but kind of in that vicinity, but it ended up making the length of the route a little bit stressful. And I speak from past experience that it's best to try and do not 20 mile rides on a live stream. Because then I end up getting too thirsty, and then when I get home I let all the liquid out, and it's not fun. I learned that the hard way last year. So I try not to do that. If I'm gonna do 20 miles or more, I try to do outside of the stream or have a break like I did in Colorado back in May. Oops, need to turn left there. Oopsie. Come on. Come on, bike. Here we go. They still got the Perry Best sign up above the door. Hold on a minute. I'll do a UE so that way you guys can see. All right, here we go. Come on, glove, get off my hand. So there you go, kind of. You can see BNP Paribas up there. It's not the BMO signage yet, but they got signage in the door indicating that they're BMO now. Yeah, I need to drink my water. That's all right, standby news, I get you. If you can't chat, that's okay. Luna Cafe in Longmont was a house. Yeah, there's quite a few houses where it's turned into business. If you look in downtown Cheyenne, you'll find all kinds of buildings that clearly used to be a house that got turned into a business. I got water, I'll be bueno. Tortugas, and probably what would that be? Tortugas? That sounds like it's probably Spanish. And Longmont was also an old house. And Tanyan says the internet's being iffy. It might be me, because over here on this part it is a little bit iffy sometimes. But over there you can see it too, where you have we've joined BMO, even though technically BMO got them. But either way, I guess in a way Bank of the West did join BMO because they agreed to the buyout, didn't they? So I guess in a way it still makes sense, but yeah, you can see that the sign's totally different though. It used to say Bank of the West, BNP Paribas, just like it does on the building. But they put this banner up over the last week. So I'm really glad I got photos of this when I did. Maybe since we're stopped, I'll go ahead and take a drink of water. Try to anyway. This is tough because of my cord. In hindsight, I should have... Man, that's tough. All right, I'm going to unplug this for a minute. In hindsight, I should have asked to see if they could have the cords be a little longer for the gears, because the way it is now, it's really, really tight to get stuff in and out of my bag. That's better. Went down the wrong pipe. That was nice. There we go. Okay. I didn't think about that. I never thought that would be a problem, but yeah, it's really tight because of the new cables on here. It's like if they were like even a couple inches longer, it would have made a lot of difference. Okay, let's get this thing plugged back in. Maybe. Except somehow it's upside down. That's nice. Oh, that's why. That's part of why. There we go. There we go. We got it. Okay. Let's roll, shall we? I think the next place is a little bit up the road. Let me double check, actually. Yep, it is. I should take photos of this actually real quick before we go. Come on, camera. There we go. There we go. That's better. All right. Yeah, I'm already in the lane, frick it. If I wasn't already in the road, I would have waited, but oh well. It was green when I got in the road, but it turned before I got to the middle point of the road. And I just hit my mirror. So now I gotta fix my mirror. There you go. What was that? Have you tried a Camelback? What is that? I don't know what that is. Is there going to be an update video next week? Yeah, so no video on Sunday, but I'll probably record one for next week, which will come out a week from Sunday. Obviously, we're doing the update today, so there's not going to be a video on this Sunday. I would have done it, but I got sunburnt the other day, last Saturday when I was out filming stuff. There we go. Last Saturday when I was out filming stuff, I got a little bit sunburnt and I didn't want to push it. So I took a break for a couple of days, just kind of stayed out of the sun as much as I could. But yeah, on the next Sunday, I'll start recording another update video. The South Greeley stuff will probably end up in that video that I mentioned, kind of. Kind of mentioned, because I mentioned that there's a couple things on South Greeley. Whoa, something happened over here. Look at this. Oh man, what the heck happened? Is there a fire over here? Or what's going on? Like, I don't know. Are they ripping off the roof? Maybe they're ripping off the roof. Oh man, look at that. The tree broke, probably a lightning hit it, I bet. Man. Something on the roof is going on. I guess it wasn't a fire, but that's good. Man, I bet you anything lightning hit that tree. Yeah, it looks like they might be doing something on the roof. Maybe, oh. Think lightning hit that tree maybe? What happened over here? There's like branches everywhere. Like, look at all the leaves and stuff. What happened? And it's like it's not just one tree either. Like, it's other trees over here too. In a second you'll see what I mean. Screw it. Too hard to turn right onto the sidewalk. Look at this, there's branches everywhere. Like, what happened? Surely this isn't like all just people wanting to cut tree stuff down. Like, this is live branches too. Man. What do you guys think of this, man? I'll park on the corner for a minute. What do you guys think of this? Wacky. Yeah, go ahead, person, I'm waiting. Whew. Almost fell for a minute. I didn't expect this person to be here. We're at 15th and what is this? Hot Springs. Man, I don't know what happened. This is whack. Go ahead, you're good. You're good, I'm not going anywhere. Go ahead, you're good, you're good, you're good. Go ahead. I'm not going anywhere. Go ahead around. Like, come on. Well, then you're just gonna sit here for a minute then. Because I'm looking at my phone. There you go. That's it. But yeah, with your phone, it's gonna depend a little bit on location. There's certain areas where you just won't be able to get as good of a connection to a tower, to cell tower. Go ahead, you're good. Go ahead, person. I'm looking at my phone. Let's see, Carnival. Read that. Weapon to Stat Convenience. As far as I understand it, the guy that owned the Stat Convenience corners died. And ultimately they didn't keep the stores open. Yeah, it was a wacky storm, wasn't it? Nikki. Yeah, right now we're at the corner of 15th and Hot Springs. I don't know what the heck happened to this building. Or the trees. Like, it looks like lightning hit a bunch of the trees, but I'm not sure. Like, one of the trees, I'm certain. Because there's this one over here that has that branch that's screwed up. One second. If we go back over here. This one, I'm very certain lightning hit that. There's literally no other reason for this branch to be broken like that. Unless wind hit God. I guess wind's the other possibility, but I kind of doubt it. That's a pretty old branch to be getting broken like that. So it doesn't look like it's rotted. So I don't think it's that. I do wonder what happened though. Because it's not just that tree where you have all kinds of branches that have gotten knocked off. There's context missing, so it's possible that these guys over here were maybe trimming some branches and it just happens to look like that. But the thing is, when we go back on this sidewalk right here on Hot Springs, you can see bits of the roofing stuff over here. The pavement roofing stuff. So it's like at that point, I do wonder what the heck happened. Oops, scuffed my freaking foot again. It's twice today. Keep putting my foot just a little bit too close to the ground. On the pedal, of course, but just close enough that it scuffs on if I hit the right angle. It's wacky. We're gonna turn around again in a minute. Oh no. BH Energy is over here, Black Hills Energy, so like, I don't think this is a normal tree cutting going on here. I don't see a truck anywhere that could have been doing that stuff, unless they're doing it from a ladder, but that'd be kind of risky. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what happened. Really, really weird. One second, I want to look at chat. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. It was lightning a lot, so. Man, that download speed, I suppose. 13 Pro Max, so it's probably not the phone in theory, as long as they're not cheaping out on the antenna, which as far as I know, they do the antennas bigger now than ever before in the cell phones, at least the smart cell phones. So as far as I know, it wouldn't be the phone, but I don't know. I'm not an expert on Apple, or for that matter, I'm not an expert on repairing phones, so. Thin chance repair.wiki or, Lewis Rossman might be a better source for info on that, because obviously they have more experience than I do, just seeing the channel. Really nasty pothole we hit there. Glad I went slow over it. What street is this? I forget. I think this is Forest. Yep. Forest Drive. As many trees as there are, though, it's not really that much of a forest. So there must be some other reason for that name. Man, look at all the leaves here. I don't know what the heck happened over here. Like, it must have really hailed right here. Hailed or wind or something, and I can't stop again. I can kind of stop. We need to go this way anyway, so that's all right. Henderson Drive. We're gonna have to wait. Squeaky brakes. Oh, nice. There you go. Maybe I'll be able to make some bucks and get some stuff to other people that could use it. Former Justice in Loveland is now a Frank's Barbecue trading post. Very interesting takeover there. Yep, it is. We'll go over by there. Guess we might as well take a look at it, shouldn't we? Okay, I saw that comment. Yeah, need WD-40, right? Yep, one more cart. I think it's because it's wet. Still kind of damp from hitting the water. It does that when it rains. A lot more when it rains, especially. Hold on a minute. There's a new place over here. This one was totally off the cuff, unexpected. I didn't see it coming. Painted moth tattoo, apparently. There we go. How'd you like that? All right, there we go. Look at this sign right there on the right on the fence. Painted moth tattoo. This used to be a flower shop of sorts. They used to have all kinds of greenery and stuff, kind of like what you might see in the front part of a Albertsons or Kingsoopers, or you know, a floral place. Oh man, I need to adjust. It's been closed for a long time, empty and vacant. But it looks like something else is in there. It looks like it. And there's a sign in the window that says tattoo, so I wonder if it actually is that now. Garage sales off of Henderson. Yeah, we'll joke around about, me and Stand My Knees often joke around about WD-40, but oil is fair, like something to quiet it down, right? Get a new bike. Yeah, brake pads are actually fine. The brakes aren't the best. They never were. But I mean, I guess, what do you expect for a Walmart bike that started as it anyway? Obviously, the parts on this thing are not all original anymore, but I also have rim brakes. That's another thing. So rim brakes don't, as far as I understand, rim brakes aren't supposed to work as good as disc brakes, but disc brakes are more expensive and they usually don't come on Walmart bikes. Alright. Ah, they're going that way, I see. Alright. This is going to be a fun one. As in, no, it's not going to be fun at all. We're going to have to wait for traffic. Because I don't want to have to climb the hill. But I also need to be on the right side of the road anyway, so. We're back over on Lincolnway, about to head east again. This shall be fun. That wasn't so bad. Sometimes you can sit there for 10 or 15 minutes just waiting for a clear spot in traffic. It's not the best. In my opinion, they should connect this road up to the other road that's literally behind me now, that's just west of here. But I'm sure that part of the reason they put that there was for Henderson, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, man. I don't know what time it is, actually. Where did I see? I think Wild Snowco was out there on 15th. 15th when we were over there on Wednesday, or when I was. Passed by there before the slow roll. Figured I might as well since I was downtown anyway. But they're set up back at their normal spot again. I haven't gone to any of the shaved ice places yet this year, ironically. I usually have by now, but I guess part of the reason is just because it hasn't been as hot this summer. Time too, and there's other, in general, there's other factors too besides that. Again, kind of same reasons that fortunately it is still a little harder to go to Colorado, but that's besides the point. It is what it is. Can't do much about it. Gotta live with it. Okay. Come on, car. There we go. It's been so much rain that there's green stuff coming up in the rocks over here on the right. Over here right next to the motel. I think they call this a Rodeo Inn or something like that. Yeah, Rodeo Inn Motel. There's almost never plant life in that spot. It's almost always just gravel. I think I might have a chance to get across. Yep. Nice. Didn't even have to wait. Bumpity bumpity. Big Lots should be the indication of one of the places we're about to go. Go this way and then back, because he has the right of way. There we go. All right, so I guess real quick first, there is the O'Reilly Auto Parts that is working to expand the store space into the right half of this area. I don't know if this was always subdivided or not. I would think not, but I don't know. But they are combining it into this section over here. And it does look like it's getting farther. I don't know. Yeah, and I could take you guys off, I guess. It's kind of a pain though. Yeah. 538, okay. There you go. Yeah, so if you're in Cheyenne, there you go. There's going to be a garage sale on Henderson. Former Benjamin Moore in Longmont became the Unite Life or Unite Tive. I don't know. I might be butchering that anyway. Theater and Performing Arts School. And then 539, 540. Hey, Ghost Reaper, how are you doing? Okay. Maybe I'll do a photo so that way I don't have to unplug my phone again. It's kind of a pain in the butt to unplug my phone to take it off. It's not too big of a deal if it's just the mic, but like I have a short cable for my charging cable. It's a short charging cable, but it works fine in this case, but then when I want to take it off, it don't work so well. So this is what we're going to do instead. There's a look inside. It's getting a little farther. I see plans on the table actually. So yeah, site plans. It's kind of cool to be able to even see that they're sitting there. I don't know what it is, but I find that really satisfying when they have them sitting on a table just casually in the front. Maybe not close enough that you can read them, but close enough that you can tell that that's what they are. Had a similar instance with the old Dairy Queen on Yellowstone that's now that bank, University of Wyoming Bank or something like that. It's a tiny curb, but it's enough that if you hit it right, it hurts. Just enough of a bump. But I've still hit worse than the potholes on the bike, so I can't complain. All right, here we go. Spirit Halloween. And even over here, the leaves got knocked. Set to open in August. And they definitely are getting products in there. I can see it through the windows. Man, it was before the last Cheyenne live stream where I passed by one night and I could see what the theme was going to be. So, kind of crazy in that respect. Get a little better angle on this. There we go. Look at that. Grab a couple of reference photos, but so I'll probably just use the same one that's in the thumbnail along with some of the other places we passed by today. But the other day when I was photoing this place, there were all kinds of crows flying around and lining the edge of the roof line and everything. Made for some very interesting photos of this place. There we go. Very interesting photos indeed. Man. Let's go across the lot maybe and get a view from out there. Why not? Don't have an exact open date, and if last year is any indication, they probably won't put the exact open date on the website. Apparently, so I've heard. Well, I don't know. Do I want to share that? I don't know. Apparently, I don't know. Do I want to? I'll just say this. It ends up kind of going the same way that the flagship store goes these days at Mini Spirits, apparently, from my understanding. And it's one thing if it's at the flagship, but I guess it gets a little nerve-wracking for other people. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Whoa. Put my weight up on an awkward spot and that hurt, but I'm okay. You had me at garage sale. There you go. Now you got a customer, Tanyan. Land before Big Lots in this plaza and houses was dirt in the 1980 when it was starting to build a plaza. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I'm sure you've seen I'm guessing you probably looked at that satellite stuff. It's revealed info that I never knew before. Having that map, I'm glad that it exists. I wish I knew of it sooner, honestly. I wish I knew of it back in 2019. Did Party America? Yeah, Party America did replace the Sears hometown. It's behind the tree right now, but yeah. They moved over there, and Ace Hardware's in their old space now. Yep, it's going to be in the Staples in Loveland again. I saw that. I was intrigued to see if they'd maybe go for the Bed Bath & Beyond just for something different, but nope, they're going to do that here though. Which is too good. Too good. Oh man, I'll go over there for a minute. Over by Party America. Why not? Dalatwi. Yeah, they're not open at this hour. They seem to have oddball hours because every single time I come over here, they're not open. I know that they are open from time to time, but they're not open almost every single time I come over here. It's rare. It's very rare. Definitely looks like a smaller storefront. Hopefully, maybe at the least it's a little more manageable, but yeah. I haven't needed to go there. I haven't needed party supplies in a while. If there's something very specific that's kind of like party supplies related that nowhere else is going to have, I'll definitely go there and try to support it, but it's like, for a sec I almost thought Dollar Tree was out of power. I was like, what? And I was like, oh wait, the lights are on. It's just the cloudy thing, I think. I think it's because it's cloudy. I don't think there's too much else to update on this spot, on this area. There's a thin chance, I don't knock on wood, because on some level I don't want it to happen, but there's from my understanding, apparently the Sherry's out in, the Sherry's restaurant out in, what is it, Scottsbluff, Nebraska, apparently it closed. Apparently it closed. That's according to a good friend of mine that absolutely loves Sherry's up in Oregon. He does retail content himself. And if that's any indication, it makes me nervous for the Cheyenne one, I'm not gonna lie. They do keep closing their stores across the board though. They've been closing a lot of them over the last 3 years or so. I don't know how long they got. I don't want to, I don't want to like second guess it here. Knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen. But yeah, kind of nervous for it, I will say. And that's just up over here. I guess we can spin by there for the heck of it. It is still open. Again, on some level, I kind of hope it doesn't close. It'd be a shame if it did, but it does make me nervous seeing other locations closing like that, especially close to my area. Vroom. Man, they've had so many car accidents over here in this area too. I think there's like 2 of them that involve Sherry's. It's like crazy, man. It really is. Guess they got curbside. Which is interesting. I didn't realize they had that. Man, that is one thing I wish. Back when Big Lots opened, the first day it opened in the new location, I was here that morning before it opened, and there is still all the wreckage and mess from one of the car accidents that happened over here, and I kind of wish I took a closer look at it. But I mean, it's not just that accident that's happened over here. There's been that one. I think there's another one where it involved Sherry somehow. There's a car crash right up here at the stoplight up here too. That ultimately was from a drunk driver going apparently close to 100 miles an hour or something like that. Killed the person at the light. Killed the person. This road is deadly over here. It's a bad road. Really is. It stinks. I wish it wasn't such a bad road. It's probably better now than it was back in the, what was it, probably 70s when that overhead screen or overhead satellite view kind of image was taken. There's a photo I'm referencing in the the archive website for Wyoming. I don't know if it's changed in here. But in that photo you could see, man, there's still something from Family Dollar here. There's glass here because somebody broke the outer pane. Yeah, it hasn't changed. There you go. There's a view inside of the Family Dollar, Parker. Yeah, there's an overhead image, though, of the area over here. Like Ridge Road. It included a Butchery Food and Drug. Like it was this whole area. The whole part of Ridge Road. It actually showed plans for a bike lane on Ridge Road, which unfortunately is not there. I don't know if it ever got painted in, but it's definitely not there today and hasn't been in my life. But I mean, it's pretty dang cool. And in that photo, though, you can see how there is a huge ass mess over here that kind of did a weird, I don't know why I went this way, because now I'm gonna have to go downstairs or something. Crap. I don't know why I went this way. There's a huge ass intersection though over here that was kind of a mess that connected Nationway and Lincolnway and Ridge and all that. It's probably better than what that was, but it's still a mess over here. It really is. And there's no sidewalk really for the most part along this part. There's a little sidewalk in front of a cat rental. And I think one other place over here, Kubota. but it ends at a certain point, so you're forced on the road regardless if you're a bike or a pedestrian. There is a shoulder at least, but again, you got traffic going 45 to 55 miles an hour easy all the time. The speed limit's 45, and anybody who knows anybody knows anybody's going to speed over that just about. I try not to, personally, but there's a lot of people that do. I avoid speeding, try to go limit best I can. I mean, this is I don't know, this is on some level it's almost better than Dell Range, being on that narrow sidewalk down there. But it's also still a little nerve-wracking when you got traffic doing what that truck's doing right there, because they're afraid of being rear-ended. It's a shame, man. It really is. It's a shame that the road's so bad. It could honestly be worse, but like it really, really, really could be better too. And there you go. I don't know if, frick, I'm forgetting the username right now. Unrestored data, I don't know if you're still in here, but there you go on the infrastructure thing. If you look at the Netherlands, even in the most suburbia suburbs there's going to be at least some kind of support for other means of transport than cars. Here in the US though, you're lucky if you get decent stuff in the middle of like downtown a lot of times. Boulder is definitely one of the better cities for biking. Cheyenne's better than it used to be, I'll give it that, and they are doing some strides to get better, but they still definitely have their problems here too. Yep, so there you go. One of Denver's Spirit Halloween locations is in a former Dollar Tree. Yeah, there you go. Spirit Halloween in Pueblo is in the former Family Dollar. Yep, I saw that, and I saw another, I guess he still watches sometimes, so I guess I could say follower that has kind of expressed some interesting thoughts about that. Spirit Halloween Cannon City is the former Family Dollar too. Did Longmont have a Country General? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've looked at everything in Longmont like closely, so I can't remember if I even came across something that looked like a Country General. It's possible, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Longmont has their directories online like Fort Collins does. That's one thing I like about Fort Collins. They have like the majority of the directories from like 1950 or so all the way to 1990s. They have a lot of that up there in the archives, so that's pretty cool. I heard a horn over here. Sounded like a train horn almost, a quiet train horn. I'm gonna find a spot to sit for a couple more minutes, chat with you guys a little more. And then we'll wrap it up because I'm getting hungry for dinner. And let's see, where can we go? Going this way. And gonna park somehow over here. I don't know. Yet. There you go. There we go. We can do this. That's not a bad shot. It's actually a good shot. I actually want a photo of this from right here. That's a good angle. And good lighting too. It's not super bright. A little on the bright side, but not too bad. There we go. That smart car though in the shot. Let's see, is there any other messages I missed? I don't think so. Okay. Wow, phone's up to 37%. That's pretty good. I charged my battery bank about a week ago, so got plenty of battery power for that. I don't think there's too much else though. There's it looks like the Greenway stuff for Sun Valley community space over off of the corner of College and 12th. That's literally this way behind a Murdoch's, kind of. Yeah, pretty much behind Murdoch's. I noticed that over there for that Sun Valley area, they actually approved stuff for the Greenway, so maybe they'll finally get a little move on getting a little more Greenway in there. That would be nice. Be good. I'll be hyped to see that. I don't think I'm gonna go a bit there just because of the distance. It's not too far to go just there, but I'm kind of getting tired, so. And I do want to wrap this up, so. Is there anything else? Tomorrow, 25 pulled pork burgers and soda. There you go. Have a Spirit Halloween in Gateway Mall here in Prescott, Arizona. Okay. Yeah, Arizona is definitely one of the places that doesn't have as much infrastructure, doesn't it? Ironically, there's even spots in Texas, a very car-centric place, if you ask me, that have some very interesting bike infrastructure going in place. So it's kind of interesting to see how that is working out in a way. Texas is definitely one of the more car-centric ones with the way their interstates are and everything. I don't even need to go there to experience it either. I can go into American Truck Simulator and get a pretty good idea of the experience. And it matches up pretty similarly with what I've seen in streams from Louis Rossman. On his secondary channel, that is. And I flung my glove off. At least the ground's not wet now. There we go. Murdoch's. No Murdoch's here. We have Cow Ranch, which is similar. Yeah, there's more Murdoch's nowadays than there used to be, but they definitely are still mainly in our area, kind of the Mountain Time Zone area. They just, if you go back into my May live stream for Fort Collins, we actually went inside of the Fort Collins Murdoch's. That was a brand new one. Took over the JCPenney. So there is that. What? Okay. Let's see. Says Parker says he'll be watching the Longmont live stream. There you go. Yeah, so if you got any of you guys who are in Longmont or know of the Longmont area, if there's a place that you want me to pass by in the stream, let me know and I'll see if I can work it into the stream next week. Put it over on the community tab, like in a comment on the post over there, or I posted about it on Facebook and Instagram as well, so you can always notify me on there too. And I'll try to add it to the list and give you a little bit of credit, like I always do with this kind of stream. I don't know if there will be a second stream. Longmont's a longer distance from Cheyenne, so I don't know if there will be a second stream that day. That might be a push. I might not do that. We'll see. I definitely anticipate a Longmont stream, but for now, that's all I'm going to plan on doing. And if we can do another one, cool. If not, that's okay. We'll just see how things go. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No video Sunday, as I mentioned, since we're doing this live stream in place of it. I will start filming a new video next Sunday in theory. Should be able to, I don't see why not. That will come out a week from Sunday. One of the videos I'm kind of working on in the background at the moment probably won't be uploaded next week. I don't anticipate it to. There's still a lot of stuff to be done on it. So probably won't be a midweek video. I don't anticipate that. Do not. And I don't think there's too much else. I think that's about it for now. Of course, as always, if there is more stuff, I'll let you guys know in the Sunday notification that I drop in the morning, in the emails, and the community tab, and on Patreon and all that. I always try to post about in those 3 places, and try to do it on Instagram too, even though I forget sometimes. Yeah. Parkway Pizza closed Friday, July 28th. That's today, so they're not open today. So if you wanted Parkway Pizza today, you're gonna have to wait. Is there any other chats in here that I'm missing? We'll see soon. I'd hate to be in Arizona and New Mexico and Texas because of the heat. Yeah, I've heard it gets in the hundreds out there. I have a few buddies, shall we say, that do retail stuff out in Arizona as well. And they all have kind of expressed how it gets really hot there, like in the hundreds. And even Lewis, who now lives in Texas, has expressed the thing of heat out there. Okay, that guy's gone good. There's a guy sitting in this corner. It's kind of creepy in a way, because he was initially walking in front of the Big Lots, well, the old Big Lots, going the direction we're going. Then he turned around and went back and sat in that corner for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe the bench was occupied. I don't know. Probably not doing anything bad, but just a little odd. Didn't expect it. Are you going to bike in the Longmont Stream? Most likely, yes. Spirit in the Englewood is in the former Hobby Lobby. Yep, that is true too. I think it's been in that Hobby Lobby too before, if I remember right. If I remember right, it's been a minute since I've looked at the locations in the last years. I'm gonna sit on the bench for a minute, I think. There we go. It's 84 degrees at my place, but we're getting some monsoon rain. I swear that's what it feels like lately here. It feels like really crazy rainstorms. We've had some pretty crazy ones in the past, but like, I don't know. It's the worst that I've seen in a good year or two. 74 today, is it? Here in Cheyenne? 73, yeah, on Nightbot, so about right. I know the EPs vary a little bit from one to the next, so that's okay. That's probably right, about right. No rain in Longmont. Yeah, we'll see if we get more rain tomorrow, probably. I won't be surprised if we do. Maybe it'll rain next Friday when I try to live stream in Colorado. I swear, every time I try to live stream, the rain messes it a little bit. It somehow tries to interrupt it. It did it in the last Cheyenne live stream. It did it kind of at the end of the Fort Collins live stream back in May. It kind of almost was, it seemed like it did it just before the Loveland stream when I started. The rain's crazy. We need the moisture, but man, it is crazy. Oh man, I haven't done this in a while. There you go. Haven't done that in a while. Oh yeah, that's right, it's flipped. But anyway, I don't think there's anything too much else that I need to say for this stream. We covered most stuff, everything I wanted to, and even then some. And there's still a couple things I missed, but I'll catch them in the next update. And we'll go from there. The next update, again, week from Sunday is when that will come, and there will be a live stream sometime late next week. I'll include info about that in the notification, as I always do. Yeah, it's been a while since I've shown my face in a live stream. Yeah, is there anything else? I don't think so. Again, we'll be live next week. Those of you in Longmont, if there's something that you want me to pass by, let me know in the community post or on Facebook or on Instagram or hell, even if in the email notifications, if you want, like that's fine too. Just let me know, and if you want us to go by there, I'll try to go by everything. I can't promise I'll be able to do everything, but I'll go by as much as I can, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I think that does about do it. I'm gonna throw my glove off so that way I can do this. See you guys soon. Peace out. And I'm gonna end it there. And yes, I do. See you guys soon. Have a good day, everyone.